SYNDI'Sports, SYNDI'Sports, man, what's going on? Today is August 4th, 2026. We went 3 for 4 yesterday. We clowned 75% is good to me. All you gotta do is make the proper choice and make a choice, you feel me? SYNDI'Sports, where I'm like the city, but today's a new day. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. I got some money up for us to get, so let's give you a real nigga countdown real quick. 8 now. 5, 4, 3, 2, fuck the ops. 1. First best choice of the day, we're going to focus on the A's versus Reds totals off. Vegas gave this game 9. We're going to bring it all the way down to 6.5. Both teams have weaker pitchers on the mound, and they both are mid to upper tier hitting teams. So given that this is the first game of the series, I expect both teams to give their best effort, get runners around the bag, and get points on the board. We're going to take the 6.5 over. Our next best choice is the Nationals versus Phillies totals off. Vegas gave this game 9. We're going to bring it all the way down to 6.5. Just like yesterday, these are two of the best hitting teams in baseball, and there's still NL East implications on this game. So you could believe that both teams are going to put their best efforts to ensure that they can rise in the NL East. Our next best choice is the Red Sox versus White Sox totals off. Vegas gave this game 9. We're going to bring it down to 6.5. Both teams are top 5 in the AL period. And both teams have weak pitchers on the mound. With these two components, I expect both teams to get runners around the bag, get the ball in the field, and put points on the board. And on top of that, the White Sox are top 5 in home runs. That's something to think about when they're at bat facing against mid-tier pitchers. You feel me? Our next best choice is the Marlins versus the Braves totals up. Vegas gave this game 8.5. We're gonna bring it down to 6.5. This has NL East implications, not necessarily for Miami. I mean, not necessarily for Atlanta, but for Miami, for them to still be in a wild card hunt, they got to try as best as they can to win this series. And the best way you win series is by putting points on the board. Miami is top 5 in stolen bases. Atlanta is top 5 in multiple hitting categories. With these weaker pitchers on the mound, I don't see why it can't cover it. Our next best choice is the Royals versus Twins totals up. Vegas gave this game 9. We're going to bring it down to 6.5. The Royals, they might not have a chance, but the Twins, they're in a 3-way race to first place in the AL Central against the White Sox and the Guards and shit like that. So it's imperative that the Twins get as much wins as possible, you feel me? And the only way they can do that is get runners around the bag, put points on the board. Our next best choice is the Rockies versus Rays totals off. Vegas gave this game 11. Last night it went to 20, you feel me? Terrible pitchers, mid-tier hitters. The Rays want to still be up in that AL Elite, so they got to make sure that they win every game as possible, you feel me? So as long as they remain competitive, I don't see why I can't cover the 7.5 up. And our last best choice to the day is Dodgers versus Cubs totals off. Vegas gave this game 9. We're going to bring it all the way down to 6.5. Screwball is his first night pitching. I'm not saying he's not an all-star, he's not one of the best out here, but just to get familiar with the catcher's pitch count, things like that, I feel like they will give up a decent amount of runs to Dodgers. The Dodgers have been slipping. Cubs just beat them yesterday. You feel me? And both teams still hit the ball pretty well. And both teams are on top of the NL. Both teams are top 5 in the NL. So it's imperative that both teams give their best efforts to win. Other than that, man, that's what I got wrong like the city, SYNDI'Sports. Shout out my friends, fam, subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. We out, truck gang.